Good morning, my beautiful souls. Mandy Rose Michaels, psychic medium. So, you've decided you want to go out and you want to work doing readings and helping people. That's wonderful. Whether it's mediumship or whether it's card readings, to get yourself out there, know that you feel confident enough. Maybe you've read friends, family, friends of friends, and you do feel comfortable and confident with it. That's fantastic. So now, how do we go about it? First, make sure you know where you're going to be working from. Are you going to be going to their homes? Are they going to be coming to your home? If they're coming to your place, remember they're bringing their energy, sometimes issues, different things with them. So you might have to do quite a lot of cleansing in your home if you're going to be having people coming in and out. And quite often when people come to your home for readings, they get quite comfortable. So you're going to need to be very strict on your times. And when I say that, it's so easy when you're in the energy of spirit and you're caught up in that, or you're doing cards and they're so drawn, they don't want it to come to a close. So they keep asking something else. So timing is really important. And like I say, at your home quite often, they just feel so relaxed. And you've got to remember you may have another client coming, or you may have something you need to be doing. So that's one thing to look at. The other thing is, if you're having a place where you're going to be working from, make sure that if you're renting a space, it's not too expensive. Make sure that it's easily accessible, so disabled people can access it. Older people maybe who want to come hear from their loved one. So look at all of that. Is there parking nearby? Little things like that. You don't necessarily have to take responsibility for that, but it does make a difference. So if you pick a place to work from and it's tucked away and people can't find it easily, or they can't park nearby, then you'll find you'll get less clients, or maybe you're not getting footfalled because nobody comes past there. So whether you're using a website, that's another way. You can do online readings, email readings, video calls, telephone readings. So there's lots of different options. You choose what fits for you and with your life. So once you've worked out where you're working from, insurance, that's really, really important. There's quite a few places. I use a company called Westminster Indemnity, and they cover holistic therapies because I'm trained in that, but they also cover readings and spiritual things. So they cover for tarot, oracle reading, everything from Reiki healing, massage, reflexology, trance mediumship. So whatever it is you do, they're a good company to use. So you've got your insurance, you know where you're working from. Now we've got the advertising. If you've got a website, you can put it out there. Link it, constantly link it to things like TikTok's a good platform. Not everybody always likes TikTok, but it's a way of making short videos, doing videos, a card pull. You can do live feeds if you want to, once you've got over so many followers. After this, you've got Facebook. Everybody knows that one. But Instagram is very, very good. So there's lots of different ways that you can advertise yourself on those things. Maybe set up a page on the Facebook, telling them who you are, what you're about, whatever. putting adverts in local papers, putting it in shops and on notice boards and things like that. And quite often, if you do mediumship, you go along and you work at the churches, do demonstrations, take your cards, hand out your cards to people that come in. So if they've liked how your demonstration went, they may book for a private one-to-one. Gift vouchers is another good idea. With a gift voucher, someone can buy it as a present if someone's like, I want a reading, but they never get round to it. Gift vouchers are a great thing because it's something exciting, something different. Vistaprint are really good for doing gift vouchers and the big posters and business cards. You can design your own or pick one of their designs and adjust it to suit you. So being able to give someone your number, your card, when you talk to them is really important. But you'll also find once you do a few readings, get some good readings under your belt kind of thing, other people will come along and they'll recommend you. And a good thing, give 2 cards. When someone wants to take a card, say, let me give you my card so you know you've got it. I'll give you a spare one, so if you find someone else who may need my help, pass it along. And that's a good way of getting your cards out there and advertising yourself to get your bookings. So your client is coming on that day for their reading, okay? You've got yourself in a right old state, probably. You feel really nervous. You're thinking, oh, why did I say I was going to do this? Go through the process, like I said, of layering up your room, clear the space. If it's a space you're renting, you can't smudge or sage, or you can't burn incense. Just go through, use something like sound therapy or a misting spray, and just cleanse that space. Set your intention, send out to your team, please step forward, blend your energy with me, allow me to work for you. And if you watch my other video, it shows you how to prepare your space for the reading. So when they come in, if you're able to have a lit candle, that's great. If not, have a battery candle so that you've got that. So what your intention is, sending out that light, that invitation for the universe to work with you, for spirit to work with you, and greet your client. They know your name. Greet them by their name if you know it, which you should do when you take the booking. Get them to sit down, make them comfortable, and then just generally I like to open in prayer before they come, because not everybody's religious, so I always send out that intention through a prayer, asking the spirit world to come close, guide and help and support this reading, help that person build their confidence and whatever. And it makes me know I've used my key, I've opened the door, and that energy is flowing to help this be a wonderful sitting. Then when they're sat in that space, because you've got it prepared and ready, then explain to them how you work. This is how I work. I always say, people who are doing mediumship, quite often they say, oh, I'm clairvoyant, I see spirit. As soon as you said that, you shut the doors to all the other clairsenses. Why would you want to do that when you can have everything at your fingertips? Just tell them, I'm a medium, I work with spirit. Because if you do spirit and cards, people sometimes, they just book a reading, but they're not sure what they want. So you can tell them, I work with cards, I work with these cards or that cards. Readings are intuitively guided by your spirit team. Basically, as I am a medium and I work with spirit, if spirit want to step forward, are you happy with that? Sometimes people say, well, that's what I want really. I don't want any cards or anything. I just want spirit. And that's okay. So then what you do is just push your energy out and trust. Spirit won't let you down. Just trust it and allow them to come in and blend their energy, and they will. And if you feel you will be doing mediumship, I always invite loved ones to come close and just tell the person, your client, just have an open heart and an open mind, and we'll see what happens. You know, mediumship is an experiment. We can't guarantee it. It's up to spirit themselves. They're an intelligent. It's about us raising our vibration and then lowering their vibration, and then we meet in the middle and we get our communication. But as you get it, give it, whatever that information is. Cheese and onion crisps keep showing me a big bowl of flour. Don't say this person loved to make cakes, they love to bake, because maybe that flour is about something totally different. Maybe it's not even flour in that bowl. So what I'm saying is, say only what you get. Don't make it into a story, because 9 times out of 10 you'll be slightly off with that, so they won't be able to take it. So they've actually lost something that would have meant something to them. So just say, I don't know why I can see really high-heeled boots. They keep showing me high-heeled boots, and generally they'll go, oh my God, yes, we were having a laugh and we went to a party and my husband wore high-heeled boots. And for them it's a positive memory, and you're not going to say, oh, I feel like your husband would dress up in high-heeled boots. That is not what it's about. It's about just saying, I'm being given this, I see this, I'm being told that, because it's not from you, it's from them. And always remember, if it's mediumship you're doing, keep your communication with the spirit. So many people, they're chattering away, they're going on and on and on and on, and suddenly they're like, oh, my link's weak, I'm not getting any information. Well, it's like anybody. If you're stood there and someone's talking to you, you'll stay there because you're in the conversation. If that person's going off chatting away and not including you, you get bored. You walk away, you step back, because you're not part of it. So, like I say, for your readings, the important thing is keep the communication with the spirit person or your spirit team. Say what you get. Never say anything that would hurt that person. You are not medically trained. Maybe some of you have medical training, but in this capacity, you're not there to tell them about medical conditions. You shouldn't be predicting the future. Oh, in 2 years' time, this is going to happen and that's going to happen. What you're giving them is only the information you're giving them. And do not add to it because you think it sounds better. Or I'm a medium and a psychic. I don't wrap things up in a bow. I'm not abrupt or nothing like that. Everything I say comes from my heart and from love, but I say it as it is, because that's how I want to receive information. When I have a reading, I don't want them to put it in a big fancy parcel with a big bow on it and make it soft and wonderful and gooey. And I want the facts. I want to know what's what. But you always have to have personal responsibility doing a reading. So, quick rundown of the whole thing. That's if you're still watching. Get your space right. Make sure you're insured. Make sure you feel confident enough to take on the responsibility of doing a reading. Advertise through social media. Maybe set up a website if you feel comfortable doing that, even with a booking page. Get yourself good business cards. Put flyers, put notices around. Maybe do some demonstrations so that people get to know who you are. Hand out more than one card when you give them out. In that space when they come, greet them. Make sure the space is cleansed. Make sure your table is set up properly and you're in the right headspace to do it. Work from your heart. Explain how you work. Make them feel relaxed and comfortable. And when the time's up, those last few minutes, start bringing that reading to a closure. Allow them to know that it's coming to the end. And always thank your spirit team and spirit themselves for their contribution. You send that out as a thought in your mind. Thank the client. Ways of paying for readings. If you've got a website, you can do it. PayPal, card, bank transfers, or you can agree cash on the day. And it's always a good thing to give them 24 hours at least cancellation. So if you're taking deposits or anything like that, they know that they'll lose their money if they don't give you at least 24 hours notice. But always remember on your cards, I hate saying it, but I've got to say it, readings for entertainment purposes only. And for all those who think that means it's not real, it is real, but that is trading standards. Readers, clairvoyants, mediums, we don't come under the Witchcraft Act anymore, which I think possibly is a good thing. I don't know. But we come under trading standards. So there's someone sat there in an office somewhere saying that we have to put that down, which to me, it sticks in my throat because it's not, it's true and it's real, but it is what it is. We have to abide by rules. So get yourself set up. Contact me if you want any help or support, okay? So take care. Subscribe to my channel if you want to. If you don't, that's cool. Bye for now.